All right, so hey everybody, just wanted to drop another quick video here, and I guess because I'm having a realization that perhaps my action figure collecting here is once again taking a different turn. See, I used to be very concerned with backstory, history. What a figure was all about, what he could do, well, how he fit into the story of my collection. Well, enter Nekron. Necron is the latest example, and I'll put him on the turntable here as I talk about him, is merely the latest example of the fact that I don't seem to give a rat's ass what a character's history is anymore. I don't really seem to care even about their names in some cases. I have a couple of figures whose name constantly slips my mind, and I don't care because they're cool. And yeah, and this guy is, like I said, the latest example, and man, what a nice example it is. So this is Nekron. This is the evidently DC multiverse collecting Connect figure from, I'm guessing, the wave of the same name. I don't know jack about this guy. Yeah, that's a good blanket statement because it's true. I know nothing about him. I know nothing about his backstory. Don't know who his enemies are. I don't know if he's good, bad. Stands to reason. Eh? He's a bad guy. He's got that. He's got that look. The name. It doesn't scream saving cats from trees and helping old ladies across the street. Am I wrong? Yeah. So, if I'm wrong, by all means, drop me a comment or a hate mail or whatever it is people these days do. But yeah, again, I know jack about this guy. I don't know what figures come in the wave. I don't know if I have them. If I do, I bought them loose. Yeah, he's awesome. So let's take a look. So this covering is rubbery, pretty flexible. It's not immovable. So, the out on the legs is hindered a little bit, but not to the point where you can't, you know, do something with it. Speaking of which, the legs are articulated quite well, and the knees that go forward pretty decently. Double jointed knees. They do have that small gap issue there, but are you going to have this guy, karate kicking people? I'll show you scale here in a minute, and you'll see why that's probably really not necessary. Although I think he can do it. It's just a matter of maybe positioning this so it's not restrictive in that regard. Arms go quite well. Elbows, looks like they got the double joint there. He feels nice. He's got decent weight to him. The head, good down, not a whole lot of up there, but good down. And again, considering how tall the figure is, that's not necessarily an issue. These chains are plastic, but they've got a good look to them. They've got a good hang to them, decent weight, so they're not going to be all pre-bent or something like this that some plastic pieces tend to be. That irritates me. It goes to that collar around the neck here. I'm sure there's a story there. And again, I don't even care. Educate me if you'd like. I always like to know stuff, but I don't think it mattered when it came to this guy. So here's the moneymaker. Get a good look at that. They did a nice job on that head sculpt. Really nice. Getting in there closer, you see the decent job on the teeth, the separation there. You did a nice job on detail here. I know a lot of people ragging on DC Multiverse Hardcore, and I get it. But with some of these Collect and Connect specifically, they really seem to have nailed it. And some of these figures, like Lobo, this one, King Shark, Ninja Batman, they seem to be hitting their stride there at the end, and it came to an end. But Yeah, it is what it is. McFarlane's got it now. I'll be interested to see what he does, but it seems as though we're going in a different direction on some figures, and then others, maybe that's good, and others, it's going to be bad. But we're along for the ride as consumers either way. But yeah, Necron, he's a trip. He's got that hole in his chest, obviously, to finally talk about, I guess, the elephant in the room. As trippy as that is, you see some of the detail involved there. This staff did not come with him, by the way. This is Raiden's staff. I just included it because, well, he's mine, and I wanted to. Oh, yeah, he's got the chain there. What else would I want to talk about? Oh, yeah, scale. So, let's see here. How about a big Marvel legend? Would we all agree that maybe Ares is a big Marvel legend, even with the helmet on, right? He'd be huge compared to most. Um, yeah. So even standing behind him, you can see how much height that has, even with the helmet. This guy's big. He's imposing. He's a load. I would measure him for you, but I think that scale again is more helpful in that regard. We'll stand him next to God of War, who again is huge in his own right compared to a Marvel Legend, and you see the size difference there. So yeah, dude is a load, and a very cool one at that. Here, maybe this one will work. Sagat. There's your comparison right there. So, Storm Collectibles Sagat, you know how big that dude is. This guy's basically forehead to forehead with that dude. So, less beef, but all the size and a lot of the look. So, there's your scale. Let's see here. So, we did articulation, scale, look. I'm done. Yeah, I would highly suggest him. If you want to educate me in the comments, go ahead. If you just want to make fun of me, I don't give a damn. But if you've got the means, pick this guy up. Jeez. Yeah, I don't think he's meant necessarily to be of the same scale. So, yeah, just a great figure to put in your collection. I'm putting him in a battle and beat the hell out of Hellboy right out of the gate. So that's how much I think of this guy. Yeah. So I don't know. Check it out. Thanks.